What's up everyone? In this video we are going to be hanging some drywall in the kitchen, doing a coat of mud and a few other things, hanging cabinets. So this one should be pretty fun, so make sure you stay tuned to see what is happening.
Jumping right into hanging the drywall in the kitchen, all we're doing is just measuring, cutting, and then hanging it. And it's a pretty simple process as far as everything goes when you have the little zip tool to cut out all of the electric boxes in the window and stuff. Another handy tool is a multi-tool, and other than that you really just need a tape measure and a knife. Now, something to remember as well is that you're going to want to hang your mesh tape before you actually mix your mud. I made that mistake and mixed my bucket of mud before I hung the mesh tape, and it started to go bad pretty quickly. So it was that point that I realized that I really just needed to mix my pans one by one and not try and force a bucket of mud to try and make things move faster and rush myself. I'd rather have it done right, and that's what I ended up doing. So here's me just showing off exactly what I got done on the first coat of mud, and it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's gonna do the job after 2 or 3 coats. I also wanted to quickly show the downstairs and the progress that we made since the last video. I got the insulation up and a lot of the different things on the wall as far as the floating shelves and measurements for the microwave and plumbing and such. So this is just a quick look at that, and I'm going to go over everything in detail a little bit later in this video. So after a short 45 minutes, my second coat was ready to be applied, and all I did different on this coat was go a little bit wider with my fan, just so that when I feather it in with the sanding, it blends in perfectly and you'll never be able to see it with your eye unless you are like really hawk-eyeing it, because I'm not the best drywaller in town, but I do a decent job. So this is just me going at it and doing the best I can. Once those first 2 coats were complete, we were able to start installing the cabinets, because we wanted to make sure that everything was covered up and there were no gaps or anything, just in case any mice or bugs or something got through. But here we are, just installing the base cabinets. Nothing special, it's pretty basic as far as installation goes. Just make sure they're plumb and level, and these are just your cheapest option as far as Home Depot offers for cabinets. They're Hampton Bay unfinished.
Alright, so I haven't done a vlog style video in a little while, so I'm going to give you a little bit of an update here, because I got a lot of work done and I recorded it all, but I didn't really go over anything. I did my best to describe it as I was doing the work in the video, but sometimes that doesn't always work out the best. So here is where I'm at downstairs currently. I have it completely framed and ready for drywall. For the light wires up here, there's going to be 6 puck lights, and we put in a closet, and then there's outlets scattered in various spots throughout this room. And where the most change was on this wall, which is going to be the kitchen, and you can see that is going to be the sink. You're gonna have an outlet, a light switch, floating shelves, microwave, and then more floating shelves, another outlet, and then a refrigerator. And then you've also got the range outlet. Here's a little bit closer look at how I measured everything. So we've got a 15-inch cabinet going down here, and there's going to be a floating shelf above it. And then the microwave is going to sit above the range, and then there's going to be another floating shelf above the sink, and then there's going to be another 12-inch cabinet at the end there. And then as far as the bathroom goes, I ran the heavy wire into here. I didn't really show that on video because that is not something you should really be messing with it unless you're comfortable with it. So I'm not really going to go over that. but we got all the new wires in the ceiling all tied down and going into the new panel, and this is all ready to go for plumbing, except that's the only thing we don't have done is a shower. And as far as back here goes, I don't have any lights yet because I'm still working on wiring them, but I've got new laundry installed. We did PEX lines everywhere. I cleaned up all the wires to make them safe as far as being run down brick. Those wires that are wrapped around that PVC are not staying there. And then that is still some temporary wiring over this way. And then another thing we installed was a gas line going down to the dryer. Still don't have any lights wired yet, but this is kind of where we're at. So we're gonna have a big island, and the countertop's going to extend to match the pantry, so they're sitting at it, and it's going to extend further on this side for more sitting. And you're gonna have range, microwave, sink, refrigerator, pantry. That pantry is gonna have an 18-inch door on it. Now working our way back into the bathroom, we had a little bit change in here, still pretty much the same. It is currently my dishes area along with a bathroom, so don't mind the mess. But in the bathroom, we opened the wall and framed out for what is going to be a laundry room. You can see we're gonna do a stacked washer dryer right here on the right side. And then on the left side, I'm gonna put in a cabinet with some floating shelves. And then here in the back room, I installed a big closet because we ended up getting rid of that closet to make it the laundry room. So now this is a ginormous closet that should hold anything we would ever need. This is kind of a small room, so it's kind of hard to get on video. So as far as all of that stuff goes, I am pretty much at a stopping point as far as the kitchen goes, because I need to skim the ceiling and get rid of that really bad texture, along with I need to get the countertops installed, and they're about 5 weeks out, and I just ordered them today. So my goal of finishing on Christmas isn't gonna happen, but the good news is I got a pretty good price on the countertops, so I'm just going to deal with it. And hopefully they can get me in early, but I think I'm still gonna be able to be at a good place to be able to host Christmas, but I am not gonna be comfortably living by that point. So with being in the spirit of working on this house every single day, I am going to do just that and start wiring the basement. I said I needed to finish the lights down there, and I am going to wire that panel and then get that panel all hooked up so I can get temporary lighting in there, just so I can see when I'm working, hanging the drywall and all that stuff. And I'd like to have some outlets down there too. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you like this video, and if this series interests you at all, make sure you click the like button to show some support, and also subscribe to make sure that you are staying up to date on my newest videos, because that is probably the easiest way to see my stuff get released. So anyways, I'll catch you in the next one.